ready to ride.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears 7 event that's going down in Atlanta. Get your tickets at rarebreedent.com. We're going to be live there. Doors open at 12 o'clock at the Oxygen Bar. Pretty soon there will be more card announcements as well for what's coming up after October 29th. We also launched a new series, Lines from the Library. I'm very interested to see how that goes on the channel. It's going to be classic moments, classic schemes, classic bars from the RBE library. And I want to give public acknowledgement on that one. I've never been the guy that's been shy to give people their credit. Me and Math was on the phone for like 2 hours the other day, just building about success, building about YouTube, building about the past, the future, all that type of stuff. And he gave me that idea. You know, Math was like, yo, I got $1 million idea for you, man. Y'all have that library over there of all that content. I know there's also a lot of new subscribers. There's battles that happened back in 2014, 2015 that maybe y'all are not aware of. Got a lot of new people that continue to come to the channel, and we will be shedding light on some of these classic moments. You just need to have a dope moment on RBE, and we will put you in that series. You never know, your video might go viral from that. Look what happened with Charlie Clips versus Farrah Funeral. That moment where you had Clips going at Farrah, and John and Hitman jumped into that shit. That shit did millions of views on social media. That shit went viral. Pieces like that we're going to be putting back up on our own channel for y'all to enjoy. But now for the topic at hand. We are here to discuss some recent statements publicly made by Av. Shout out to Av. You've really only seen me discuss things that are directly tied to RBE. And technically, this new video that just came out with Av, technically, that's not 100% RBE's business. But y'all all adding me to it. Sometimes I've addressed that in the past. A lot of times I've just minded my business and stayed quiet about it. Me and Hustle did a video one time. We was kind of messing around a little bit because I think Hustle put out a statement that she was having some issues or she wasn't happy. And she was like, yo, ARP, set it up, me and Holla. And then me and Hustle did a live, and I was like, yo, why would you call to me now? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Hustle. That was kind of all in fun. We was just having a good time with that. And another quick disclaimer about this technically not being RBE's business. I've done that for years. I'm very, very aware that the nice guy finishes last. So from this point going forward, if you see me speaking on business that doesn't concern RBE, don't be shocked anymore.
ARP! I'm gonna look at you. ARP!
People want to see Av versus Rosenberg Raw, Av versus Hollow the Don, Av versus Big K. That's one of the biggest grudge matches that's left in the culture. Just like Bill Collector and Raw. It's a grudge match that's been hanging out there forever. The fans want to see it. Now here's some of my curiosity as to Av's statements when he says, URL hasn't rocked with me ever since I battled Official on Chrome 23. Now, I don't know that to be true. I don't know that to be false, because you never know. There's always three sides to a story. There's miscommunications, there's misunderstandings. That's me being fair, and that's me keeping it 100. So I think we're moving into a time where it's going to be very beneficial for people to be more outspoken, for people to take more firm of a position, for people to actually make sure that their business and their legal situation is in line. I've seen blogs where people discuss, should Cassidy hire a lawyer to discuss possible lost wages for 2022 of battles that he could have or would have or should have been doing? That's a question for Cassidy, but then again, he kind of answered that already on camera. The same should go for any battler. There's a bunch of lawyers that are very, very in tune with battle rap at this point. There's many people in the culture that can refer these lawyers to you at this point. There's legal representation coming into battle rap now because they're aware that there's a lot of potential clients here. There's a lot of people that have issues. There's a lot of business that's being done, but it may not be lined up correctly. It may be a lot of people getting fucked over. But once again, let's get back to Av and his recent public statements. Why would he say ever since he battled Official on Chrome 23? If that truly was an issue with, let's say, allegedly URL, why wouldn't they just block the battle then? We know about block battles. We all have been speaking about them for years. There's documentation and evidence behind block battles forever. You know what, Av? Let me answer that for you. I'll offer an opinion on that. You know the thing about being genuine and about being real? Unfortunately, you don't get that out of every person that you bump into or shake hands with, or you smile in their face or they smile in yours. No matter how many times somebody calls you their brother, their sister, or tells you that they love you, do you believe that my brother this, my brother that, my sister, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you? You think this is all genuine? What happens when the league owner that constantly calls everybody their brother, tells everybody that they love them? What happens when the artist that they're telling that to can't rap anymore? What happens when they stop being in demand? What happens if they raise their prices real high? Are you still my brother? Do we still rock? Do we still call each other? How many brothers and sisters can you really have? How many people can you really love genuinely? In my opinion, if it could have been blocked then, if it really was an issue, maybe it's because we're just going to continue to smile in Remy's face. You want to know why? Because Remy is a real big player in this space now. Remy Ma has millions of followers. Remy Ma has a lot of powerful industry ties. Remy Ma came on the scene with Hot 97 streaming. You want to know what? I'm going to smile in that face. I'm going to rub shoulders with that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call that person my sister. I'm not going to block her battle directly. And instead of taking it out on the league for something I don't want to happen, I'm just going to take it out on the battler for something that I didn't want to happen. Try to teach him a lesson instead of the league. And unfortunately, there's even another example of that already happened in the past about showing that type of character of just smiling in people's faces. We could talk about Total Slaughter. And you see this picture right here that I'm putting up. It's a public Instagram post. A lot of people have this post. A lot of people seen this post. A few of y'all remember this post. I didn't forget it. But we were all in the building for Total Slaughter. All of us. It felt like everybody that was somebody, every league owners from out of town. I remember Miss Gracie was there. Chicago was in the building. New York, New Jersey, surrounding states. It was really like a battle rap affair in that building. And I remember all of the owners from URL were there as well, supporting. But as soon as it seemed to be like Total Slaughter wasn't going to be the next wave, there was talks of, was Total Slaughter just here to roll out the Slaughterhouse album? There was a lot of buzz about the event wasn't that good. Some of the battles wasn't that good. The audio in the building wasn't good. All this backlash that started to happen. Then you get posts like this. You go from smiling in everybody's face and acting like, you know, I'm here, I'm supporting you just in case you become bigger than me and I need to network with you, to spitting on the people or kicking them when they're down. That's not genuine. That's not real. And I feel like the same thing could be with Chrome 23. Remy Ma is new on the scene with a great platform, a lot of ties, a lot backing her. She seems to have very, very good budgeting. That shit is dope what Remy Ma is doing. I bet you don't hear any of these people start telling Remy Ma, yo, go develop talent. Stop booking battlers that have already got popping at this league or that league, right? I bet you nobody's going to tell her that, right? I wonder why. That type of hate and that type of jealousy and those fake smiles turn into frowns, it's only going to come later on if Remy Ma gets into a position where you feel like, you know what? We don't need her. We don't need to be her friend. We get to show our true colors now. Because instead of taking it out on you, you may still be a resource for me. Instead, I'm just going to take it out on Av. Allegedly. And speaking of blocking battles, since we're here, because, man, it's a shame that you battle rappers just do not take control of the culture because you guys are the commodity. Sometimes people step up, but then they end up getting back in line. The battlers don't realize how much power that they have. They are the commodity. They are what we want to watch. They are what we're paying for. And when you battlers understand that, you will stop signing bullshit. You will stop allowing bullshit. You will take control of this culture. You will do what you want when you want to. Now is more of a better time than any, with a bunch of thriving platforms around that can be even more powerful. You guys know how much you can blow up GTX, or you can blow up RBE even more, or you could blow up King of the Dot even more, or you could blow up the Riot. You guys know how much you guys can blow up those leagues. The bigger that these surrounding leagues are, the more places that you have to make big checks. And then you have real competition between the leagues where there's bidding wars and all this type. Keep yourself just as a private contractor. You don't need to make yourself exclusive to anybody. And I do understand there's those situations where people are just weak to the look, weak to the viewership, or weak to the fact that it's their main source of income. So, you know, when I'm down on my ass and I don't have a dollar like that, and somebody dangles $5,000, $10,000 in front of my face, yeah, that's going to change my tune. And I ain't even going to read this shit that I'm signing. But here's the thing about being a league owner that doesn't have that type of hate or doesn't have that type of outlook on what the culture could and should be versus maybe some other folks. Even recent battles like Head Ice versus Moon, you know who let that battle happen? Me. That's a recent one. That battle didn't have to happen. Moon is under an ongoing running contract. How about another one? Shout out to one of our rising stars, Caution. She's signed to RBE. I didn't get no call from Remy. I didn't speak to her management or anybody on the Chrome 23 side about that battle going down or her being booked. And I don't want to. I don't need to be. You want to know why? Because Caution has the flexibility to do what the fuck she wants. And we still got her back the same. Remy got an opportunity, a look, or a bag over there for you. Go get it. That's what's up. Even Bonnie. Bonnie's a veteran. Another person that should definitely be doing what the hell she wants to when she wants to. She doesn't have to be on Chrome right now if RBE didn't want her to be. You're talking about 2 days that I believe are even back to back. I think the launch of this Chrome 23 card coming up in this tournament, I think they're even back to back dates. I think Bonnie and Caution are battling on RBE on a Saturday. I think they're then battling with Remy on a Sunday, the day after. That could hurt the turnout of one of our battles. I could tell you where they were both contracted first. I could tell you that Caution is signed. I could tell you what's in Bonnie's contract. I could pull those battles if I was that type of league owner. But that shit is corny. You got Coach Coleon, one of the biggest people that we're pushing right now. I can't have more Blood, Sweat, and Tears 7 coming up October 29th. I would love to. He's busy right now on Hitman shit. Gwitty, same thing. He's busy right now. These are signed RBE artists. Whether we're talking about veterans like Bonnie Godiva, whether we're talking about somebody like Moon, who's just a real solid guy. I've been dealing with Moon and working with Moon since Social Distance. Then we get back rocking again. He's told me, and I'm pretty sure he told multiple people, like, yo, my recent resurgence is from the Sway battle on RBE. And technically, he's not even supposed to be battling Head Ice contractually. And you want to know what happens if Caution has a classic with Bonnie and then shows up and shows out the day after on Remy Ma shit? A stock just goes like this even more. The league still make money. The battlers max out all of their bags and opportunities. The media and the bloggers still get all their content. I hear it 20 times a year from 20 different artists. Shout out got the balls to say nothing or do nothing. And if you're going to do something, stand on it. Stand on, because I'm real curious about where some of these battlers are. Because I always hear like people falling back because of politics. Whose politics? Who's got politics that make battlers want to quit? 99.9% of the time, I hear people blaming politics to one place. Where's B-Dot? Where's Children? Where are some of these battlers that we should be seeing on the scene constantly? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does B-Dot every 6 months get frustrated with the culture? He should have had the Mickey Fax battle. What do you think? You think it's ironic or coincidence that all of a sudden he pops up on a caffeine stream with Smack talking about Mickey Fax right after Mickey Fax calling him out, fresh after the Max Out event, outside of the venue, outside of Believe Music Hall? You think that's coincidence? You know what I'm saying? B-Dot, you should get that battle done one way or another. I mean, you do got Mickey standing on principles, but it should happen. It's just like, if you want to see Head Ice versus Moon, and Moon wants to do it, and it's an opportunity, it's a bag, and everybody can still win, get the fuck out the way, ARP. Or maybe I shouldn't get out the way. Unfortunately, it's very rare to see people stand on shit. I remember the Jonas of the world. Nah, I ain't going for this. He quit and then returned back versus Disaster on King of the Dot. He wasn't going for it. I remember situations like QB. She stood on that shit. She said, this person right here, or those people right there that tried to play with me, I'm never battling for them again, ever. And she stood on it. She stood on it. She stand on shit 10 times stronger than I see a lot of you niggas stand on shit. Shout out to QB. Got people like Show Off. Nothing never came to me about Show Off, about no politics or no BS behind my back or nothing like that. Going on 10 years. Stand on shit. Look at A-Boy. It don't make no sense to do the type of shit that a lot of you motherfuckers are doing. And it's funny that this new ad video just came out because ironically I recorded a piece on my Sorry It's True podcast during my last episode a couple of days ago talking about contracts. Just ironically, right? I just haven't had a chance to drop that yet. I'm so backed up with content, but I'm gonna try to get that out on the channel probably by like Friday, Saturday, the latest. And hopefully all the battlers tune in. Hopefully the whole battle rap culture tunes in. Give me y'all feedback on that as well. But we're gonna talk about battle rap contracts. Just want to give y'all my opinion on a couple things.